I'm just hanging out, and all of a sudden, I look over to the front, and you start hearing what almost sounds like firecrackers going off. Because somebody came in through the front door and just started shooting people. The second he walked in, he threw 2 smoke bombs and just started opening fire at everybody. Kept my head low, but I didn't really fully recognize that, like, it's an actual shooting, you know, because you're in shock. You're just trying to register the situation. So there's a huge crowd of people that end up exiting through the back door. So I go out with them, and then they start fleeing into the parking lot. After they fled into the parking lot, I stayed in the parking lot and got behind cover, and I started screaming at people to hide behind cars, to get out of the parking lot, to get behind cover, because there was a lot of people there. It was really crowded, and most people did know to run, but a lot of people froze up and they just didn't know what to do. And again, started hearing more shots going off in the parking lot. And I didn't have a full visual of him. I walked by somebody that was shot in the chest, and he was wounded by kind of an electric box. They were hiding behind an electric box trying to help him out. So my friend Nick, we went and ran across the street to try to get the ambulance to get to help to him, but we didn't want to move him because we were afraid of his injuries and not wanting to injure him more. But what ended up happening was that the ambulance and first responders weren't able to get there for it must have been like even 40 minutes because they were trying to clear the scene. So like all the cops went in, and that's all that was there at first because they didn't know if it was safe. And one cop got shot. One of the girls I was with was shot in the forearm. She had a gunshot wound in the forearm. She touched the bone. Another girl had a hand injury. I don't know if it was a gunshot or not, but the bar, like somebody smashed a window and people jumped out the window. It was like a big opening window. Other people were out the doors. 7 girls were locked in the bathroom. A lot of people stayed behind and hid under tables.